Alright, let's try this again. Let's talk about epic. This is gonna be the most epic movie review of all time. Now, it's not true. This film is not good. I don't even want to talk about it that much, but I actually do. This is an interesting movie. This is made by a company called Blue Sky. Now, this is an animation studio. It's owned by Fox, aka Disney. I'm surprised actually Disney did not shut them down. It will happen. I'm sure it will. Not that I want it to happen, but like this studio is kind of a worthless studio because they're best known for putting out Ice Age, and that's it. They put out Ice Age, all 5 movies. They did the Peanuts movie, which is critically did really well, but it did decently financially. And then you have Robots and Rio. Yeah, they don't have a very good set of movies, filmography, I guess. Ferdinand was really bad, got nominated for an Oscar, though, because the Academy is stupid and will just nominate anything. It's really a worthless category at this point, Best Animated Feature. You don't nominate the best, you just nominate the Disney, and then maybe, if there's not enough good Disney one year, then you'll just nominate something different, but that rarely happens, so... and so, what did they do? Spies in the Skies, I really liked, but that's it. That's all they've done. And this movie. And this marked an interesting point for Blue Sky. I feel like this was their ambition. Like, yes, we want to be taken seriously and do something different. But they clearly didn't know how to do this, and this is a directionless mess of a movie that could have been so good. I've seen this movie before. I saw it, I think it was my birth. Yeah, this movie came out May 24th, 2013. My birthday. I went to go see it. I had the McDonald's toys. I was very young. Really liked the movie because I was a dumb kid and I liked anything. But then, I had it on DVD. I'd rewatch it a few times. And then I finally rebought it to Blu-ray for $4 at FYE because I hadn't seen this movie in many years. I remember it being okay, so I was like, yeah, I want to watch that again, I guess. And then I did. And I was so disappointed in it because it's worse than I remember. First off, this movie is so tonally confused. The idea of this movie is this girl who shrinks down to these little leaf men, and there's it's the forest and crap. So basically it's Ferngully, except this time it's a female this time. Not really though, but I imagine why this film didn't do so well is that it is just a totally confused mess, and audiences wouldn't have known what to think about it because the trailers for this movie were really bad. And it's like Ferngully, and Ferngully is terrible. Most people I described this movie to were oh, it's one of those Save the Rainforest movies, which it's not. It's I guess you could take it that way, but it's not a message type movie. It's just a fun action adventure movie with this girl shrinks down. They're trying to save the forest, but it's not about saving the forest. It's more about this girl rekindling her broken relationship with her father, which is kind of sidelined throughout the story of the movie. This movie has some of the worst voice acting I've ever seen in an animated film. It's just so bad. Because it's not we didn't give a crap. It's that they're just... Well, no, it is they didn't give a crap. I just wanted to make it sound less harsh, but they really are giving awful performances. It sounds so bad. And the delivery is off. The way they deliver lines. Also, part of it could be just that the script here is terrible. The dialogue here is some of the worst I've ever seen in an animated film or any film. I don't want to say any film ever. There's totally films that are worse than, but it's definitely the worst I've seen in an animated film. It's so bad. Because it's a lot of exposition, characters just pointing out exactly what's happening within the plot, and it's really? And there are parts of this movie that are really mature, and really dark, the evil villain characters he's fighting one of the guys, and he puts like his rot, which kills things, and you see, and he's like, "Ha! You missed me!" And then you see it, and it cuts to him on a bird, and it's dead. So he hit. So basically, it's implied that he killed the bird. Like that's really messed up, and no one talks about it throughout the movie. But like, it's kind of messed up when you think about it, and like, there's dark moments like that. And for like a PG kids movie, you know, there aren't a lot of movies, especially when this movie came out, that were like that and doing things like that. And it's just really weird because this movie also has really childish jokes and like very juvenile, and the dialogue here is like so simplified so that way the dumbest of children can understand it. And like, it's also trying to be like kind of a more, I don't know how to explain it, adventurous, kind of risque animated film. Like, not super risque, but just like different from the modern family animated film, and be something different, be something special. But it just can't do that because what I imagine probably happened is this film was very different, and then Fox came in and said, yeah, this does not have market appeal. I want you to dumb it down and explain things a little bit better. And they're like, yeah, but that wouldn't work. And they're like, we don't care. Dumb it down a bit. And then they did. They complied with Fox, and it was like they screwed over this movie. Because this movie is very tonally confused. There are moments where it's trying to be kind of dark and interesting, and then there are moments where it's really, they're going to stop to tell a joke. And it's just like, it's so tonally confused. It's very awkward. The script's not very good. The dialogue is horrible. The voice acting is horrible. The animation is fine, but like, who cares if the animation is good if there's not good story and good characters to go along with it? This film is just utterly worthless. The best I could say is you have like a really young kid who likes kind of action movies, much like a more action fun movie, then show them this. They'll like it. But like, they'll grow up and just realize, yeah, that film was kind of meh, and it was very forgettable. Like, they're not gonna end up loving it or rewatching it a ton. It's gonna be one of those movies that, like, yeah, I saw that once. Yeah, I really don't like this film.